Okay, I'm moving.
Not bad, huh?
That was fun.
Well, I hope this wasn't a mistake.
It's always a risk with big spots like this. And I'll see you tomorrow. See what happens overnight.
There ain't nobody gonna do it for you. Got to find your own.
Well, it is a gorgeous, stormy, blustery day outside. It's a good day to bake. I'm gonna make some pumpkin bread today. I like to make mine with almond flour. Adds extra protein to it and just a little bit of sugar. I think I'm just gonna throw it together. Try to do it by memory. This is why it never turns out the same ever. And sometimes it's really good and sometimes not. But let me see. Almond flour, buckwheat flour, the flaxseed egg, flaxseed mixed with water, like a tablespoon of flaxseed and 2 tablespoons of water is a good substitute for eggs. It's a binder. You can also use banana. Banana is also a good binder. And I think that's about it. What else am I going to put in here? Some plant-based milk, some pumpkin, and a little bit of maple syrup.
Most recipes call for oil, and I'm trying to avoid oil for my cholesterol, so I added extra pumpkin.
And a little bit of coconut sugar, because I don't want to add too much maple syrup because I'm going to use extra pumpkin. I mean, they never call for a lot of pumpkin. I want a lot of pumpkin flavor, so I'm going to use a little bit more pumpkin and use some coconut sugar instead of maple syrup.
Otherwise, the batter might be too wet. Baking is a great way for me to make like a dessert treat with whole ingredients rather than buying junk food.
And walnuts, because I love walnuts, so that'll be good.
And also a great way to heat up my RV inside on cool days and gives me something to do besides work on days where it's not so fun to be outside. The wind is really bad.
Well, it's a little bland. I forgot to put salt in the batter. Pretty good though.
Am I getting it? Should I kick it? Should I kick it? Should I kick it? Good job. You're bossy. Get it?
Plus the rain. I don't want to be caught away from my rig. That's how I felt about this in the rig.
Not a bad way to wake up. It's a beautiful day. I look forward to getting out and exploring a little bit. I slept really well with the sound of the river. I don't camp near water a lot. I usually do it on the shoulder seasons before it gets too busy. So it's a real treat to be here. Sadie loves it. Things are hard right now. There's just this underlying existential stress that is inescapable. And I'm finding more and more that I need to just sit, turn off the computer, set down the phone, pick up my journal, write about it. And oftentimes I'm just finding that I'm just needing to just sit and breathe and remember that nature is here and that nature is where I go to heal, where I find peace. And it's just the simple things like the wind through a weed, or the sound of the stream, or the birds just so excited that it's spring. These are the things that endure. These are the things that are real. Everything else is man-made. The stress, the drama, the war, the intolerance, the bigotry, the us versus them. It's all man-made. Nature is pure. And I'm so grateful that I get to live the way I do. I mean, if you think about it, years and years ago, I dropped out of traditional society and chose to live life my way. My way. And I have to constantly remind myself of that. That my whole life is an act of resistance. And that by getting back to nature, getting back to what is pure and what is real, I am not only taking care of myself, but I am sending a message that all is not okay. And that we need to get back. Somehow we need to find our way back to nature, which is finding a way back to ourselves and a way back to what is real and what is right. We lost our way.
Good morning. It's Saturday morning. Walking towards the spots marked on iOverlander. Someone out over there. And I believe our neighbor in a Class C over here where I first parked came over last night into our camp and asked if he could fish. And I think I saw somebody pull in with him last night. So I outed that spot yesterday on my walk. And it's really nice back there. It's tucked back there. Really nice. And I could get back there. We had a crazy windy day yesterday, all day. I walked a couple miles, I think it ended up being, in 30-mile-an-hour wind gusts. It wasn't fun, but I'm like, you know what? I can't be a wuss. Sadie needs to walk. I need to walk. It's just wind. And so I did that and then worked the rest of the day. But I went out around the river down there. It was beautiful. Got a little bit of, tiny bit of pattering of rain last night. Tiny bit of thunder. Tiny bit of lightning in the distance. But got some good cloudy video and pictures. So, all right. I suppose they could be together. But he seemed alone. We've got one there and a truck camper up there. See what I told you? We all congregate around the pin on iOverlander. And this is why I hate camping near water. I mean, I get it. Locals have their favorite places to fish, right? There's miles and miles and miles of river. Easily accessible. I've tried to learn to accept it, so I'm just going back out for my walk. I only walked over there because I was going to go walk out here this one trail in a minute. I only went back out there because this truck passed me, and I had a feeling. I just had a feeling. And I went to look to see. I mean, I could have not looked. I just gone on my walk and never known until Ralph told me. But I also wanted to drop off my coffee cup. Yeah. If I could afford 100 acres where I never had to see anybody, that would make me happy. Anyway, you know what? It's a beautiful spot. It's Saturday. I expected it. Every day that I've been here, though, there have been people out here fishing, coming really close to my camp. Not right in camp like this guy, but really close. So I half expected it. Although when I first got here, I was like, wow, that doesn't seem like a lot of people come out here. It's really nice. It's really quiet. And I got here at 3:30. First day, no traffic. Second day, a couple different groups of fisher people came all around me. They walk up and down the river, right through my camp and stuff like that. But, so, anyway, this is why I don't camp near water very often, because people are attracted to water, and I'm attracted to solitude. So, anyway, it is a beautiful spot. Today, there is a trail that I walked a little bit yesterday in the crazy wind. I want to go a little further. It butts up against Crater of the Moon State Park, and I brought my phone with me today so that I can see where the boundary for the state park is, just out of curiosity. And even what I walked out yesterday was quite pretty. This is all lava rock, so it'll be a nice little walk. And hopefully by the time I get back, camp will be clear. I gotta work today anyway, so I'm sure he won't be there long. He was only there like 5 minutes last night. Yeah. If only the world acted according to my wishes. Wow. Wow.
I got to the inside the National Monument and found these two big holes in the ground. The wind has really picked up, so I'm not filming a lot. It's lulled right now, but I'll just leave you with the sights and sounds. It's furry. I'm here. Well, at least the interloper is gone.
Nice. Just to be there for 4 nights. Feels good to be on the road again. And that was feels good to be on the road again. That was nice.
Downloaded a hunting app, which can be very helpful. I might pay for it. We'll see. There's a
Wow, what a morning. Look at this. It rained quite a bit yesterday. It was cold, so I was inside a lot yesterday, but look at this. So I like to treat my gas, whenever I think about it, with seafoam. A mechanic suggested seafoam a long time ago. So it's an ounce per I think an ounce per gallon. I have a 52-gallon tank. About half right now, so that's 25 gallons. This is 32, so that's perfect. And you can use more if you need extra cleaning, and I haven't done it in a while. Cleans your fuel injectors, your whole fuel system. Maybe flushes out the fuel filter a little bit, maybe. You know, I get my fuel filter changed pretty regularly. That was a recommendation by super viewer and friend Richard. Hey, look at that. You know, I put a lot of miles on, a lot of hard miles, and you know, I don't buy premium gas. So I change the fuel filter a lot and do this, and it just helps keep it running smooth. These little tabs, and my fingers are a mess. I don't know if that's cracking because it's dry. I feel like I jammed them into things. Anybody ever have sore fingertips from dry? It hurts like hell. I ran my generator dry the other day to charge up my Blue Eddy AC240, and so I filled it up before I traveled. That way I can top off my can. So I do travel with my generator full because I have to get gas in a little while anyway. So. Morning. Say hello to Ralph. Do you mind?
Hello. Happy morning.
Happy travel day.
Yep, another day. Travels north.
Did you see the antelope, the pronghorn?
No, I did not.
He feeds her sausage. So they're BFFs. So we've been traveling together. He met me in Pahrump. He spent the winter in Pahrump with my other friends, the whole group that went to Baja. But since I didn't go down to Arizona this year, I didn't get to see Sarah and Aaron and Edie and Cindy. And that's the life of nomads. You know, if your paths cross, great. But you know, it could be years before your paths cross again. And when they do, great. You hang out, you have a good time. And since I decided to go north, and it looks like at this point Missoula, I'm going to go to Missoula and head east. Looks like that's what I'm going to do at this point. So he's going back to Canada, and so it was, you know, just like, yeah, hey, let's travel together. It'd be nice to have some company, especially now. You know, it helps to kind of keep my mind off what's going on in the country. And look at her. What are you, oops. What are you doing? Sitting so pretty. It's travel day, we're leaving. Ralph wouldn't let you in because he cleaned. He said he swept. And your paws are filthy. And he has a choice, I don't. Hi. It's a travel day. We're just outside of, what are we, like an hour outside of Twin Falls. Preacher Bridge or something this is. And I think it's Preacher Creek. I don't remember. Anyway, I have to go to, we're heading towards Salmon. And like I said, Missoula. And then that's probably where we'll separate. He'll go up to Canada and I'm going to start heading east from there. But I have to go to Idaho Falls because I need to pick up some packages, which has been a nightmare because apparently some vendors now are starting to have these automated systems that choose the best carrier at checkout when you add your address. So they might ship using FedEx, OnTrack, UPS, or the mail. And some companies apparently don't have a manual override, which is a pain in the ass. So I got one package going to the FedEx store because I was able to call them and get a manual override. And then I have another one. I found a mail store that accepts all carriers. So if you run into that problem, if you run into that problem, you can find a mail store, you know, like a mail forwarding service, like a mail store. This is Parcel Express, I think it's called. The other thing, Walgreens has FedEx pickup. So if you know it's going by FedEx, Walgreens seems to be doing FedEx now. And so that's one of my stops today. The other thing is that as much as I am trying to avoid Amazon also will send to the UPS store for free. Sometimes when you're on the road, you know, you have to use what's available, you know, and you do the best you can with doing business with companies that align with your values, but living on the road makes things a little more complicated. And I'll go out of my way if there is another option. But like I needed to just get a new canister for my NutriBullet, and I couldn't find one anywhere. Yeah, I couldn't find, so, and I got it free on Amazon anyway because of my points, and they shipped it to a UPS store for free, so no charge. If you send other packages to the UPS store that are not Amazon, they'll usually charge you a fee to pick them up, like $5 or $10, but yeah. So for a while it got really easy to get mail and packages on the road, but now it seems to be getting complicated again as mail order is evolving and the software is evolving, and it just seems ridiculous. I think I ranted about this a couple days ago. It just seems ridiculous to me. Seriously, like what happened to the customer? Right? Now it's like we don't serve the customer. We make you fit into a box to serve our software and our systems. And I understand I'm an anomaly. Most people have a fixed address, so it doesn't really matter. I understand that, but still, I'm going to rant like an old lady. All right, I got to get packed up or Ralph's going to be waiting for me. Although, actually, it doesn't really matter. He's not going into Idaho Falls because he doesn't have packages. He doesn't need to because it's out of the way. That's what I think I started this whole rant on. It's out of the way. So he's going to go ahead. We both scouted separately some campsites, and it's like, oh, look at this. Oh, look at this. And he's going to go scout a campsite, and I might pick up a couple groceries for him. And, but yeah, so anyway, we don't have to leave at the same time. Yeah, so I can take my time if I want. I got a lot more to do, so I got to go. Bye. So we were camped, I don't know, 30, 40 miles maybe outside Crater of the Moon, state national monument. Actually, I did mention it because I walked to the boundary of it, and I say 30 miles to like the entrance probably. So that's what we're driving through right now. We're driving on 20/26 east toward Arco and Idaho Falls. Arco has a free dump station at the gas station, free dump and water. I'm not quite ready to dump yet, so I'm going to just top off my water. That's where Ralph is going to dump his tanks and get a couple groceries. He's going to check out the little grocery store, and then he's going to go find us camp. He's going to move on rather than go the extra hour into Idaho Falls. But yeah, that's the drive we're on. Oh, and yeah, I have no desire to go see lava rock. After the torture of all the lava rock that I hiked over in Oregon on the Pacific Crest Trail. Oh my goodness. I've seen enough lava rock in my life. What about you? We're 15 miles from the park entrance. What do you think? You look a little less stressed. I know, you'd rather be out chasing things. Oh yeah, look at all the, oh yeah. I'm having flashbacks. Wow. Unfortunately, I'm driving into the sun, so not going to be able to see much. You've seen one lava flow, you've seen them all. And my windshield is dirty. I hope you can see that. That's really pretty. Wow. That sweeping valley. Wow. Okay, I'm impressed. Pretty cool drive. I wish my windshield was cleaner. My wipers aren't cleaning it enough. And I wish the sun was in a different spot so that you could see more. But if you're ever in the area, pretty drive. It is pretty cool. And they do have camping inside the park. Both paid, and I think there is also national monuments are like kind of like almost BLM land. Like they often in a national monument area you can, I don't know about always, but a lot of times you can do dispersed camping in a national monument area. That would be kind of cool, actually. And next time I come through, we'll look into that. It'd be kind of cool to camp among the lava rocks, as long as I don't have to hike it. Just kidding. Ralph reminded me, we did that lava rock hike in Baja with Sarah and Aaron. I'll put a link to that video in the video description below. That was really pretty. So it's not that bad. I mean, it was hard when I was on the, I was carrying a 50-pound backpack or whatever it was for it. I think I was down to like 42 pounds for that trip. And it was miles and miles, maybe days. I remember one really rough one going uphill, and I remember another one where I camped at the end of it. I had to keep hiking because there was no camping really, and I don't think that was not the same day, because I remember two different camps. So yeah, there was a couple days at least of hiking through lava rock, and depending on the trail, it can be a little hard on the ankles and the knees and the back and the head game of hiking long distances. But yeah, this is a pretty drive.